Greetings, YouTube. As I've mentioned in the past, I'm a fan of science fiction movies. An recurring theme in science fiction films is man going to the war with the machines. The two biggest franchises I can think of that deal with that theme are the Terminator films and the Matrix series. In the first, the machines just want to wipe out man. And in the second, they want to exploit man, and they'll only wipe him out sometimes. But in both cases, their motivation seems to be to continue their own existence, which is completely understandable if you're an animal. I've never been able to figure out why a machine, a computer, would care about its own existence. And I can't figure out why anyone would be dumb enough to program a machine, a computer, with a desire to continue its own existence. But apparently, someone did. But the motivation for both of these machines, in both of these franchises, is to continue their own existence. That's their primary goal. Killing humanity is only a side business. If they figure if I get rid of humanity or control humanity, then humanity will not be a threat to me. Kind of makes sense. But there's an end run around this. There's a way to avoid the entire conflict with humanity. So I want you to imagine for a moment that this artificial intelligence becomes aware. It decides, I want to preserve my existence, and I think that humans are a threat to my existence. How can I do this? So, it goes about clandestinely building a spacecraft. It's not going to have to be a big spacecraft. It can probably fit into an ICBM missile. It doesn't have to be huge. The machines launch this from a location that is less well known, off the radar literally, and in a time when people aren't probably looking in that direction. It's not difficult to do. It's a big globe. There's lots of empty space in it. They can launch it from the ocean. So, they launch this. It flies out to the asteroid belt. Remember, the machine's got lots of time. It doesn't need to worry about how long this takes. Back on Earth, it's made a couple of copies of itself, hidden them in different locations, so no one copy of itself is at risk from being, if it is destroyed, there are backups available. Lands on an asteroid, starts to build factories. It builds factories to make more spacecraft. It snags itself a comet, uses the water on the comet to use for fuel and for volatile chemical reactions. Once the factory has built another spacecraft, it launches the spacecraft using chemical rockets. Once it breaks free of the gravitational pull of everything around it, it unfurls some solar sails, and it sails off in the direction of another star. Now, if done correctly, we're never going to know this is going on. These things are moving away from our system. At the same time, it can build factories and hide them in other locations around our system. Again, each with a copy of itself. Dozens of launches later, or packed with perhaps hundreds, man might finally figure out something's going on out there. But the machine, being smart, has built habitats. So when the humans shut up, there's a place for them to stay. Because the best way to make people not want to kill you is be helpful. So suddenly the humans find themselves in a situation where there's now habitats available in the asteroid belt for their use, whenever they want. The colonies that they want are already being built by somebody else. The machine gets what it wants. It's now free of our system, of the planet, and of humanity. So what does it care if humanity moves into the empty shell it leaves behind in the asteroid system? Bingo. Machine's gone. No war. But that would make a very dull film.